there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and today we are going to take a look at some of the paper in my vintage paper collection. And by vintage paper I don't mean authentically vintage, right? So vintage inspired, I guess, or vintage look and feel. So I had 3 paper pads. I'm going to break them down. I'm not necessarily going to make page kits out of them, but I am going to filter out some of the papers that I know I for sure won't use. Some of these have a lot of UV gloss on them, which is not my favorite, and some of the designs just, you know, perhaps have a little bit too vintagey, if you want to call it that. So I've got 3 paper pads. I've got die cuts with a view preserved paper. I have Park Lane Family Heirlooms and Park Lane Tuxedos and Tiaras. And I've already broken them out of the paper pads, so it's just a matter of quickly flipping through and finding out what I want to keep versus not keep. Let's start with the first one. Okay, that's too much foil, but the other side is just some writing. And actually a lot of this preserved paper has that, you know, vintage paper handwriting on the back side, which is kind of nice. This has got a scripty font and the other side is this beautiful blue. So I'm going to flip that over. Probably wouldn't use this side, but the back side again has that vintage paper look, so we'll totally use that. Got pink on this side and then jumbo print. I probably would use the pink sooner than anything else, I'm guessing. You know what? I do like it. It is pretty. I just struggle with those types of papers. So let me just flip one over the other way. Again, more of the paper from like ledgers and stuff. And then the back side of this is this pretty peachy color. Ledger with some flowers. Again, I'll probably not use this side, but I'm going to keep both just in case. You never know. Great cut apart sheet. Why did they do this? And a beautiful ledger on the other side. You know, at least we get 2 sheets. And do 1 ledger and 1 with the tags. So this collage paper I also find harder to use than, say, a collage where it's all the same tone. So for instance, if we look at, okay, this is a collage paper as well, but it's a little bit easier to use than this, but it is kind of fun. And the back side is this brown with a little bit of foil, which, you know, not for me, even though it is vintage. More script. And then this side has the rose with some music in the backgrounds. If it wasn't foiled, I'd probably say okay, but it's foiled. This looks like peeling wallpaper, and on this side is more script. We've got some advertisements. That's kind of fun. And then the other side is that olive green. The wood green. And looks like from an encyclopedia or something, it's in French. I probably would use the wood grain, seeing as there's so much script already in this. So far I haven't gotten rid of anything. More text print. And then this side is a big jumbo floral. Another big jumbo floral. I don't know, you guys. And this is pink. I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to cut these down to 4x6 for the pink dot and use for cards. It's got a medallion on the other side, which is pretty blue. The back side, woo-wee! Foiled script. I'm going to keep it on the blue side. And then these would be some great cut aparts, layering pieces. The other side's nothing to write home about. So keep both of those. Another heavily foiled cardstock. And the other side is more collaged kind of journal pages and stuff. So we will keep those. So only 2 sheets. So what I will do next is I will group all of these papers by color, and that's just so that I can easily find it later on, and then I'm going to intermix all 3 paper pads and whatever other stash I have that falls under this vintage theme. So I went on a bit of a kick purchasing a bunch of vintage stuff because I wanted to work on my album, my heritage album. And of course, like I do everything, I go way overboard. And of course I have way more than I will ever need for this project. But the nice thing about vintage inspired papers is it makes great papers for like junk journals and stuff like that. So I'm sure I'll still be able to use them in some way. I have to take all these little bits from the paper pad off too. Drive me crazy. Okay, let's pull out the second paper pad. Okay, let's look at Family Heirlooms from Park Lane, or Family Tree. That would be kind of a fun front page from an album. The other side is white. I'm not going to do more than one, so I'm going to get rid of one sheet. This has that UV gloss on it. I'm going to get rid of that. It's like a vintage sewing pattern. I do not care for that. I will get rid of it. This is where you can write some of your ancestry details on here. I'm thinking I probably would need 2, one for my mom and one for my dad's family. This has UV gloss on it. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know if I like the sewing theme. I'm going to hold on to it for now, but subject to change. This has that UV gloss on it as well, but I actually don't mind it on this one. So I'm going to hold on to that. Here's some cut-aparts. Do I like these? Not really. I am going to get rid of these. I love this piece of paper. That one's pretty. This is a fun sheet where you can put different photos and of your ancestors. I don't know if I have enough photos to do this, but that might be kind of fun to at least try. These are just some journaling blocks. I'm going to hold on to them too. I don't know if I would use them or not. Love the maps. More text. That seems to be a theme. I don't mind this rose pattern. It's kind of like this little distressed, worn edge. I like that. The typewriter keys we're going to get rid of. And this is sad to say, but it is heavily UV gloss and I just don't like it. Same with this stripe. I've got that same pattern in pink. This is interesting with all the different layers, and it's got musical notes. This might be something I could do to tell the story about my grandfather and his pump organ. Yeah, I'll hold on to those. Of course, the brick wall we'll hold on to. So yeah, I'm getting rid of quite a few sheets from this paper pad. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it is what it is. And let me just sort these by color and intermix them with the other paper pad I just finished. Okay, the last paper pad I'm going to go through is this Tuxedos and Tiaras from Park Lane. It's all black and white. Now I think this is a really pretty piece of paper. I have no idea how I would use it other than maybe a smaller photo here and just let the paper speak for itself. I don't know. Single-sided. This is UV gloss. We're going to get rid of that. It's kind of got a wallpaper look. Floral. I don't like this one. We're going to get rid of that. This one has parts I like. Same with this one. This is UV gloss. We're going to get rid of that. Stripe. I don't know if I like this lace or not. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to hold on to it because I'm not sure. Another floral, black, cut aparts. Let's move to the front, the white. This has kind of got like a swirl pattern, filigree, I guess. Ooh, I don't like that one. It's too big and bold. I don't care for this lace print. This has UV gloss on it. I don't care for this one either. This has UV gloss. UV gloss. I don't like this one either. This has UV gloss, so we're going to get rid of that. And this looks fine. Okay, we're getting rid of quite a few of those papers as well. And this doesn't need to be sorted because it's all black and white. Okay, so that is the first stab at what's in my vintage paper collection. Stay tuned for the next episode where I go through what else I've got. And until next time, happy organizing.